Welcome! Today we will explain how to install a wall covering made of a natural product. Before you start, the wall must be dry, clean, slightly absorbent and smooth. First, check the reference and batch numbers of the delivered material. Carefully open the box. Carefully read the instructions provided. You can use the box as a rollout device. Measure the width of the drop. With some natural products, the drops will be visible. This is characteristic of the product and gives it an authentic charm. Allocate the drops symmetrically over the wall and start in the middle. Draw a perpendicular line at the starting point. Measure off with a strip of the wall covering. This gives you a good idea of how the drops will turn out. Roll the wall covering out more and check for possible mistakes. Measure the height of the wall. Always calculate 10 centimeters extra for the ceiling and baseboard. Cut the drops to length. Mark the top of each drop. All drops are hung in the same direction, unless the instructions state otherwise. Moisten the drop evenly with a sponge and cold water to make it more pliable for installing. Fold the ends to the middle of the drop and fold it up again. Let it soak for a few minutes. Use Arte Clear Pro or another high-quality adhesive. Stir the adhesive and pour it into a bucket. Use a brush to apply the adhesive near the ceiling and the baseboard. Use a microfiber roller to apply the adhesive to the wall, approximately 10 centimeters wider than the drop width. Spread the adhesive out evenly. Fold the drop open. Wipe off excess water if necessary. Roll up the drop with the back side facing out and showing the mark on top. Lay it carefully against the perpendicular line in the adhesive with a few centimeters extra at the top and bottom. Avoid getting adhesive smudges on the front. Press the wall covering with a rubber roller. Work from the center to the sides. Press the wall covering at the baseboard and the ceiling using a corner roller or a spatula. Cut the excess off at the ceiling and the baseboard with a sharp snap-off knife. Place the knife against a spatula on the side of the excess. Preferably, throw the used piece of knife away after each cut. Clean the ceiling and the baseboard after each drop. Make sure the wall covering remains clean. Apply adhesive to the wall for the next drop. Place the second drop carefully against the edge of the first. Press the drop to the wall. Make sure it connects perfectly to the first drop. Press the seam with a seam roller. Be careful not to press any adhesive out of the seam. Finish off the drop at the ceiling and baseboard in the same way. Check the results after the second and third drop. Here we use an authentic handmade wall covering. The visible drop formation is an intended effect that is characteristic of this product. For the drop in the corner, first measure the width of the wall. Draw this width on the next drop and cut it a few centimeters wider. Follow the same steps as for the previous drops. Position the drop against the preceding one. Press the wall covering on firmly in the corner. Make an incision at the top. Cut off the excess piece at the baseboard and the ceiling. After that, also cut off the excess in the corner. Now finish the whole wall. Draw another perpendicular line on the other side of the corner. Follow the same steps to hang the drop. Once again, cut off the excess piece in the corner. At an outside corner, you position the drop against the previous one. Make an incision at the top and bottom before you start to fold. On the back, go over the fold line lightly with your snap-off knife. This makes folding easier. Fold it over the corner and press the outside corner firmly with a corner roller. Press the rest of the drop with a rubber roller and finish it like the other drops. Finish off the entire room in the same way. Thanks for watching and good luck!